Hey, welcome to day 23 of this spiritual journal with me, daily vlog with me. Iona, host of the Soul Legacy TV YouTube podcast. So, welcome to this episode if you are watching on the Soul Legacy TV or you're listening. So this is Health Freedom Tuesday. So I'm going to share with you what I do for my spiritual journal routine. So I have my journal and my notebook. I journal every single day. I come live on the Soul Legacy TV to actually keep you accountable. If you want to journal with me, do your spiritual journal, do your morning routine, your daily routine, your nighttime routine. Let me know if you have a spiritual routine that supports you. So this is specifically for light workers, for soul-based business owners who want to have that light work, I say, and lifestyle balance. So as the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy, this will be streaming in there for my students. So if you are part of the 7 Freedoms frequency and you are journaling with me in the Soul Legacy Academy, then welcome. And anything that I share, I will put links down below. So if you haven't subscribed to the Soul Legacy TV, then feel free to do that. If you are watching on the replay, then let me know how you find this spiritual journal and me talking about my spiritual routines. Really, every single day I'll choose a different area of my life, and I say 7 areas, and I call them the 7 freedoms. The Cheers to Financial Freedom frequency. So every single day I talk about how I raise my vibration and how you can raise your vibrational frequency and add your energy to the conversation. That'd be really amazing. And at the end, I will actually share the card that I pull as part of my daily routine. It's a card from Keepers of the Light. So this one was a really great one. So what I actually did was journaled this morning, and then I kind of just come on live and just recap and just invite you to make some notes and see what your journaling routine is. I'm really big into intentional living and vision boarding and setting your soul intention and living in alignment with your values. I'm all about that. And so I have a 7-day spiritual vision board challenge, which I'll leave in the cards or around this in the show notes in the description for this video. So I have a 7-day vision board, spiritual vision board challenge. It's very different from any other vision board challenge that you've probably ever done. But this daily vlog is like a continuation on from that. So when I do my spiritual vision board, which that's part of my morning routine and my intentional living and my spiritual practices, what I do is split my vision board up into these different areas. And so Mondays is contribution freedom, Tuesdays is health freedom, that's today, and Wednesdays is emotional freedom. Then we have Thursdays environmental freedom, then we have relationship freedom on a Friday, spiritual freedom on a Saturday, and financial freedom on a Sunday. So we cover every single area of your life. So if you've never done journaling like that, it's a beautiful way to actually manage each area of your life without feeling overwhelmed. So I talk about light workers building their spiritual business and being busy, being broke and being burnt out. And I think it's a real thing. And talking about health today, knowing what's gone on in the world over the last few years, it's just been a little bit crazy. And not only physical health, mental health, emotional health, social health, environmental health, all of those things. So I cover that in the spiritual vision board challenge. So today I want to talk about my spiritual routine and what I do for my intentional living and how I live intentionally, and give you some tips for that. So if you are new to me, then bear with me as I explain my routine of what I do to raise my vibration and how I check in with myself every single day on each area. So on the spiritual vision board challenge, I talk about, as the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy, I talk about a soul legacy wheel. If you've ever seen a wheel of life, then a wheel of life is like a wheel which has segments of your life divided, and then you rate which area of how fulfilled you are. So for me, on the Soul Legacy wheel, we rate how connected that we feel to our higher self. That's soul guidance, that's soul downloads, and just that's soul guidance really. And so I rate myself, and you rate between 1 and 11. You don't get a 0 because you breathe in. And so today it wasn't an 11 for me, it was a 10. So yesterday on Contribution Freedom was an 11. At the end of the week, I'll kind of see if how my vibration is done, if it's kind of been stable or if it's been up and down, and which area that I might want to work on most. So you can do that with me on Sunday. I'll see, you know, actually, how did I rate in my life? How did I feel? Did I feel in ease, grace, and flow in each area of my life? So today, to Health Freedom Tuesday, when I thought about my health, I thought that for the most part, I do really, really, really well, probably better than a lot of people. But for me, you know, when you drop off a little bit, when you don't, so I fast. So I eat in fasting windows, and I eat certain foods, and I eat healthy foods. And if you're a lady of a certain age, or just a lady in general, when hormones kick in at a certain time of the month, I tend to eat less healthy. And so that usually is just a few days in the month. And also for this month, it carried on just like a couple of weeks, and I was like, oh, that's not like me. But I wasn't in my office, and I was I wasn't in my office, and I was just having some downtime and pausing and stuff. So I don't beat myself up or anything like that, but I just wanted to be honest with my rating with myself. Like, normally I'm vibing high, and so I want to do better. And so part of my spiritual routine and my rituals is and I'll write it in my Soul Legacy journal. So this one is on Amazon. It's called, if you're new to this, it's called the Soul Legacy Journal. It's a notebook. 365 days of your spiritual awakening story. I say it's a co-created soul path to spiritual alchemy for light workers, meaning that when I went through my dark night of the soul, and I went through my spiritual awakening, which we go through multiple, I wanted to find a tool to actually help me be really aware of each area of my life, because every single area looked and felt different. Some people go through an awakening through their health, or through their emotion, or through their purpose, or through their finances. And through their relationship, I went through a messy divorce, I went through bankruptcy, I went through a lot of stuff. And so for me, I wanted to focus and document my health journey. So health is a really, really big thing. I think when you're a light worker and you want to go out in the world and you want to do all these things for everyone, and you don't then focus on your own health, it kind of, you don't have your health, you don't really have anything. So I wanted to rate my health. So let me know, how healthy are you feeling? Are you looking after yourself as you do your workout in the world? Are you sleeping? Are you eating well? What are you doing? Me having downtime and not beating myself up, I do that. Not drinking as much water as I usually do. I'll have peppermint tea, that kind of thing. So when I've looked on my vision board for health, and I invite you to check out the vision board challenge. It's a 7-day challenge, and create a vision board so that you can look at your vision. So I start with my vision every single day. And I've got my notes here. So I start with my vision, and I look at my vision board, and I see what is on it, where I want to go in this next year and beyond, and what steps. So part of me doing this spiritual journal and saying, come and journal with me, is me holding myself accountable to do my own journaling, because we all drop off, and sharing how I plan. Like, if I'm thinking, I'm looking at my vision board and I'm not as on track as I'd like to be, then I plan out my days. How do I want my day to look? How do I want my week to look? And how do I want my month to look? How do I want my year to look? Because oftentimes when we create a vision board or we journal, it's kind of random, and we don't necessarily do the steps. We kind of avoid them, or like put them off, or what have you. So some of the steps that I wanted to include for me. So I will be thinking about over this next week, so that when it comes to Health Freedom Tuesday next week, then my vibration will be higher and be in alignment with it. So that's the vision. Let me know if you do have a vision board. So I've got on my YouTube channel, on the SoulLegacyTV YouTube podcast, a little, it's in a playlist. I can't remember which, it'll be in the vision board playlist. A vision board that I created from Canva as part of my spiritual routine and my ritual. So I could just watch this video. So I did my vision board on Canva and I created a video out of it and uploaded it to YouTube. So every day, it's only like, it's 30 seconds. It's got music to it. Excuse me. So I just play that 30 seconds, just reminds me. And then I've got my journal. I've got this journal, but I journal in a digital journal called Penzu, Penzu, Penzu. It's an app, and I capture pictures and signs and synchronicities all in this one place. So I do that. So I was capturing that today, 11/11. Yeah, I was capturing that today. So part of my vision, I'll have the actual images from Canva as well in there. So I could just have a quick look. Doesn't take long for my spiritual morning routine. I love it. As I'm the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy, I talk about launching, leading, and leaving your soul legacy with ease, grace, and flow. And so the way that I organize my day for my spiritual routine and my spiritual rituals is I'll have a routine. And everybody talks about morning routines, right? And doing this morning routine, let me know if you do have a morning routine and how that goes. But I talk about having not only a morning, how you're launching your day, but how you're leading your day, the midday, and how you're leaving your day. So I launched my day. I got up and as part of my spiritual routine and rituals, and this is a new one for me. Well, it's an old one and a new one. I've revisited meditation. For years I was just like, I'm in quite a meditative state anyway. I walk and do a walking meditation and different things, but I looked up Wayne Dyer on meditation, morning meditation. It's on YouTube. You can have a look at it, and I've loved it. It's only 20 minutes, but he talks about visualizing the sound, clearing your chakra from the root to the crown. It has affirmations. It's not a silent meditation, and it's more than just that guided meditation. It's you're speaking it, you're thinking it, you're sending out that vibration into the universe. It's absolutely amazing. And I think that's why I like it, because it's quite active as a spiritual practice. You're getting so many spiritual practices and routines all in one. You're getting your visualization, you're getting raising your vibration, you're getting clearing your chakras, you're getting your affirmations in there. I absolutely love it. If you haven't tried it, I recommend it. So yesterday I focused on how I wanted to contribute through that meditation. And so today I focused on my health through that meditation. It was pretty cool. That's how I launched my day. I set the intention with intentional living, soul intention, with walking out in nature. Let me know how you find getting out in nature. Does it help you raise your vibration? Does it help you with your spirit? Is that part of your spiritual routine or ritual to get out in nature? Sometimes we get out more, like obviously when we were in lockdown we couldn't get out as much, but it's been beautiful. Actually, the time of year, this is quite high actually, the time of year it was lovely today. I'm here in the UK, so it was beautiful. I set the intention to do my walking again, just getting back into that. Now it's getting a bit lighter. That was really nice. And then I listened to a book called Sleep Smarter by what is his name? Sleep Smarter, 21 Essential Strategies to Sleep Your Way to Better Health and Bigger Success. And I think I wrote down his name. Sean Stevenson, I think his name is. It's an amazing book. If you've ever had trouble with sleep, as just whatever you're focused on, for me, out on my vision board and my health, it's me fasting, looking after my health, looking after my body. In this book, I started it again today, and I love Audible books. We have a book club for the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network. I love it. So if you're in that, like, share the books that you've read, and if you've got any books that have changed your life, any books, leave in the comments that have inspired you for your health. But I love this. So Sleep Smarter, he talks about having the right nutrition, the right amount of sleep, and the right amount of exercise. Not, you wouldn't think in a book that's talking about sleep, we'd be talking about exercise and nutrition. So I'm really mindful of combining those things. It's a really good book. So that was my vision. I talk about my values. I talk about launching my day, leading my day, and leaving my day. So I'll walk and I'll listen to an audible book. So I'm doing like the double whammy on the health, listening to a book on sleep, but also knowing that I'm absorbing the sunshine. That's going to help me sleep, hopefully. And then how I leave my day, I'm going to be reading Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich and saying some affirmations. So that's kind of my day. I do my working day, but in between my day, I take time out away from my Mac and out of my office. I didn't always used to do that, but I feel like breaking up the day, working from home, especially what's gone on, lots of people working from home that never used to, it's really important to just give yourself that grace and give yourself that time. A lot of people say, I don't have time, I'm really busy, but usually they're probably just scrolling on social media, not doing a lot. So I'm not on the socials all day long at all. One of the things that I like to talk about is values. As my spiritual practice and my spiritual routine is setting my soul's intention and being in alignment with my values. So what are your values for your health? What is like a non-negotiable, or how do you want to feel? And so I put that I want to feel healthy, obviously, and sexy in my body, just feeling really good, feeling really feminine. Sometimes I can be more in my masculine, so I just want to feel at my best in that way. On the spiritual vision board challenge, I support you in getting clear with your values. I give you a list of your values. Value sheet's a free challenge. And we write a North Star statement, meaning that whatever you feel that's in alignment with you, then you write a statement. And my statement, I won't read it out now, but I do share that on the Vision Board challenge. So again, you'll leave it in the cards or in the comment section, and you can check that out. So that's vision, values, and then I talk about vibration. So that was one of the things of rating my vibration, how I feel. I talk about being in soul funk versus soul flow. So if I'm feeling in soul flow, then I'll rate myself higher or lower. One of the things that I do daily is this spiritual journal. I call it a magical journal. It's a Soul Legacy journal. And I was inspired by Abraham Hicks, and they have in a book called Ask and It Is Given. I'm always reading or listening to a book. Ask and It Is Given, and they have a prosperity game. Let me know if you've heard of it. And basically to be in the vibration of giving and receiving and knowing your value and being in alignment with receiving money is light work, because oftentimes you have money blocks. I did. And so I was doing this process. It's called the prosperity game, and they have they say, like, create a fictitious bank account and deposit like $1,000 for day one, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, etc. And by the time you get to day 50, it would be $50,000. And if you did it for a year, it'd be 66 million. It felt like a lot to me to do it that way, so I developed something called the Soul Income Game. So every day, this journal gives you $1,000 in vibrational money. That's pounds, euros, dollars, whatever, wherever you are, 1,000. And so when we had done the vision board challenge, we have things that are on our vision board, and sometimes people have a hard time believing in their vision board, right? It's that spiritual practice and that spiritual routine. You might include it, but then you might have blocks and you might feel resistance, or you might have done your vision board and just not really paid attention to it, put a cruise on there, put a car on there and a house on there, and then sometimes people think that that thing is just going to fall on their head and they don't have to meet the universe in the middle. But some of those experiences are not free. So I wanted to find a way to, I say, take that soul path of least resistance to support you in manifesting whatever is on your vision board. So we use the vibrational money voucher, £1,000, dollars, or euros every single day to purchase. So I give you it every single day. Literally, it's vibrational money. Don't ask me for real money, right? And if you're a student in the Soul Legacy Academy, then we have our 2-hour monthly calls for the 7 freedoms to go through this in great detail. And I have an online teaching portal that goes through it in great detail. I backstage you. And so, so we spread this vibrational money voucher, and you are the rules are to not do any saving, not paying any bills, and just spending it. And if you don't have time to spend it every single day, at least tithe 10% of it, so that's $100, to a worthy cause. You know how you want to do really great things in the world, and if you're not yet, or even if you are, just sending that vibrational money. So when part of having money blocks is like not feeling comfortable with the money, not knowing what you do with the money. And this is a way to say, hey, universe, I would do this with this money. So tithe 10% to a worthy cause. For me, I tithe to Crew's bereavement care, and I dedicate my work to my son and love and memory of my son. So I dedicate, so I donate that vibrational money voucher. And so when earning and the vibrational money voucher, so when you earn that $100 out of every 100 out of every 1,000, you could do that after taxes, obviously. So if you don't want to spend the vibrational money voucher every single day, I carry it over to Sunday, but you can't carry it over for more than 7 days. And if you try to, you'll lose the money. That's the rule. So I've done this for a while, and it just feels really, really good. It helps you to get in alignment with your, I say, soul client income and the lifestyle that you want to have. So you're not just thinking, oh, well, I'm going out there and I'm doing busy work and I'm working for free. You're actually exchanging your services. A lot of people that I work with and I've spoken to over the years don't necessarily always see their value and don't want to have that money exchange. But when you don't, you kind of don't get to experience all the things that you have in your vision board. So that's the vibrational money voucher. I don't actually have one. I'm going to print one out so I can give you the money voucher, but I do have it in my online training portal. So that vision, values, and vibration. I have my Tiger's Eye crystal for the crystal for today. So my lead soul guide instructor talks about chakras and energy, and I wanted to be in alignment with what she was doing. So I know that many of you use crystals and cards and different stuff as part of your spiritual routine. So I have my Tiger's Eye for Health Freedom Tuesday. And then one thing before I share the card and I wrap up, and let me know how you found it. If you are journaling with me, that would be amazing, just to see you know, how much of a difference it is. And don't forget to do your rating. Drop that down in the comments, what your rating is for day for Health Freedom. Again, mine is 10. So this quote, I as part of my routine going into my office, I always read a quote on my momentum app, and so I want to share this with you. I think sometimes other people's words are just really inspiring, just something simple like that. So it says, it's not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It's because we do not dare that things become difficult. I think that's a quote by Senka or Sen. I can't remember. I don't know how to pronounce it. So I love quotes. So this is the card that I pulled today. So I was doing my spiritual routine. I'd done my meditation with Dr. Wayne Dyer, the late Wayne Dyer, talk about leaving a legacy. Wayne Dyer passed years ago, and I did a morning meditation. I've been doing a morning meditation with him every single day, so I think that's amazing. So this is the card that I pulled today, Mary Magdalene, and it says Teacher Awakens. So you have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. I love that. Let me read it again. Teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. So don't let anything stop you. And so I'd love to support you on your journey so you don't let anything stop you. I have a masterclass in the links. I have it's called the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Masterclass and Bank 50k in 50 days challenge. So you'll get a feel of my work and supporting you in building your spiritual business online and having that spiritual business success, and challenging yourself to actually do your work in the world, show up, speak out and serve deep, and receive that money, and don't let anything stop you, especially money blocks. So this card, it says, we don't have the full picture of Mary Magdalene, actually, but we do know from the spiritual texts that she was a great visionary and teacher with clairvoyant abilities, because she was able to see angels and the soul of her twin flame, Master Jesus. After he'd passed away, she also had the ability to shake up crowds of people, to bring their hearts and minds back to the highest good. She now devotes her time to supporting us in bringing about radical changes the earth needs in order to prosper, and to encouraging those who feel the need to teach the joy of spirit. I love that. Mary is a rebel at heart in many ways. She helps those light workers who feel restricted by the opinions of others to step up and speak their truth. How beautiful is that? You don't want to be bogged down and restricted by other people. You believe it's not healthy. It's not healthy emotionally, mentally. It's not healthy. So the extended message before I wrap up, I've got an itch back. It says, you have a strong desire to share what you have learned. So do you have a strong desire to share what you've learned? You may feel people will dismiss you or ridicule you, but don't worry. Mary Magdalene is here to guide you through this process. Your vulnerability is actually your greatest strength, because you are trusting the power of your soul and the part of you that can never be broken. You are a wonderful teacher and leader, and the world needs you. You are being backed by heaven. So step forward and share all that you have learned. I love that. I want to say, actually, in my journal in the app, I share. I have a gratitude stone. I say gratitude every single day as part of my spiritual practice and part of my journaling routine. So let me know what one thing that you are grateful for today. I'm super grateful that you've joined me and you've got to the end of this spiritual journal with me. I've really enjoyed it. I come every single day. Tomorrow will be Emotional Freedom Wednesday. I will listen to another book and share a little bit of the insights I didn't really share about with the Sleep Smarter. It's a really great book. And again, he talks about, your sleep, your nutrition, and your exercising. So if you're not doing that, put that on your vision board, create a routine around it, and let me know how you find it. All right, so this is your soul sister, Iona Mead, and I shall speak to you soon. I'll see you on the next video. Mwah, big love. Take care.